knees, crush hair lit. UIC15 spit, crits don't quit. Glass cannon flex, but I don't fold. Vigilance backpack, damage soul. Crits go brr, brr, watch 'em melt. Killer talent, health bars felt. Died again, tag just respawn. Favorite thing when the critical damage is on. Legendary rogues try to take cover. UI kick a thing, laughs, punch you like a lover. Contractors gloves, shred their plates. Turmoil knees, leave them dazed. Rifleman's kiss on the second gun. TDI quite quick when the reloads come. Smart cover angles, death blueprint, precision shots, no interrupt. Tech link surge, skills reload. Best kind of defense.
Did I just respawn again? What's going on, Dags? If you're new to the channel, welcome to Data Game Gaming. I'm your host, Nox, where my favorite thing to do is respawn, and it's not because I'm good. For today's video, I'm going over my UIC15 rifle build with the new Tinkerer's mask. And I guess this loadout might be clickbait because you did see me doing over 10 million a shot to the named enemy at the end of the District Union Arena on Legendary. And the reason why I was doing 10 million over there is because I was pegging him in the head. I had my precision smart cover out, giving me even more damage. And I also used the TR card custom to boost the level of my smart cover to give me even more damage to target out of cover. So in that clip, I had my precision smart cover out, and I had my active link active as well to boost my stats even more. That's why I was hitting for over 10 million a shot. That 10 million a shot is not going to be like the normal. That is only if you have your precision smart cover out and you have your active link active and you're hitting headshots. And if you're looking at the clip and you're thinking, nah, man, I only see 6 million, 7 million. What are you talking about 10 million? That is because Turmoil kneepads. Take a look at this chart to kind of explain it. What Turmoil kneepad does is split up your damage. You're going to have your primary damage number, and then you're going to have the secondary damage number. And because I'm running glass cannon and lots of damage target out of cover, the secondary damage number is going to be a whole lot higher than the primary damage number. And when you shoot one bullet and combine those two different numbers, the 50% from the primary and the 50% plus all the other buffs to the secondary target, you combine those two numbers. Once again, Dags, you combine those two numbers and that one bullet, and you're going to combine those two numbers, and that's what the damage is going to be to that one bullet. It's not me shooting two bullets and getting those two different damage numbers. It's one bullet, two damage numbers, combined it, and that's how I get to one bullet hitting for over 10 million. So I don't know. Let me know if that's clickbait or not. Alright, let's get back to the point about this build. It's going to be utilizing my favorite rifle, the UIC15 MOD2. And thanks to the Tinkerer's mask, I am able to unlock a lot more damage potential. And when I tested out a bunch of different combos, I found that keeping killer as the primary was the best way to go. And I found that there's 3 different secondary talents that work really well. The first one being Strained, and Strained is going to give you the least amount of damage. And when you're using UIC15, because it only has like a 240 rate of fire, it's very easy to keep Strained procced. And what I do when I'm rocking Strained, I'll just hold down the trigger, even if I'm not hitting anything and I'm just transferring from one target to the next. I'll hold down the trigger. That way I keep my Strained fully stacked up. And that's going to be a really easy way to get 50% critical hit damage. And then for the next 2 talents, they're going to be pretty much on par for the amount of damage that they're going to give you. And that's going to be the Rifleman and then the Behind You talent. I'll use the Rifleman if I'm playing solo and I want more damage, because the Rifleman is going to give you more damage than the Strain talent. But just keep in mind, it has a 5-second cooldown and it has to be stacked up 5 times by hitting headshots. So when you're playing solo, you just got to weigh out the pros and cons between Strained and Rifleman. Do you want easier access damage with Strained, or do you want the more higher damage from the Rifleman, but it's going to be a little bit harder to keep stacked up and maintained? And finally, my favorite talent to use in this loadout is when I'm playing in a group, it's going to be Behind You. And the reason is because it is an amplified damage source, and it works with the Turmoil kneepads Bewildered talent to double dip. And in that clip where I was doing over 10 million a shot, I actually had the Killer talent and the Behind You talent. And when it comes to the gameplay, you could run this loadout literally anywhere you want. You could do legendary missions, heroic and below missions, all the open world activities you can do really easily. And when you have the Turmoil kneepads, it kind of makes the easy mode with this type of loadout, because all you have to really do is find a yellow bar, a named enemy, a chunker, and just shoot them. And majority of the time, by just shooting one elite or one veteran unit, you're going to end up killing all the other reds or purples on the map. I had instances when I'm playing solo and 2 rogue agents roll up on me. I would literally just shoot one rogue agent and the second rogue agent would die first, and I never even shot them. And that is the power of the Turmoil kneepads Bewildered talent. Now let's get back to that 10 million a shot type of damage. That 10 million a shot is not going to be consistent. That's going to be burst damage when you activate your active link. And what you can expect to see is going to be on the low end, 3 million a shot, and on the high end, like 5 million, 6 million a shot, all the way up to 8 million a shot. It just depends if you have your precision smart cover out, and the damage numbers is just going to depend on what you have equipped, what passive modifiers you have on as well. Let me break it down one more time for anybody who thinks this is clickbait. On the high end burst damage, you're going to do over 10 million a shot. And if you're not going to use your active modifier and only rely on your precision smart cover and your passive modifiers, you could cap out at like around 8 million a shot. But for the most part, on average, you're going to do anywhere from like 3 million to 5 million a shot. One more time, peak damage over 10 million a shot. Secondary peak damage is if you're not going to use your active modifier, is going to be around 8 million a shot. What you could expect for like 80% of your gameplay is going to be from like 3 million to 5 million a shot. And if you got any questions about the mechanics and how I'm able to get to those kind of damage numbers, just drop a comment below and I'll try to answer. And if you think this is clickbait, just comment clickbait then. Alrighty, Dags, enough with my rambling. Let's get into the build breakdown, then I'll show you the range. Alrighty, Dags, here is my rifle build with the new Tinkerer's mask. It's pretty much the same build I've been running with the UIC50 with the Coyote's mask, but I just changed up some of the attributes and I have the Tinkerer's mask instead. So starting off, I'm using the gunner specialization. I'm using the UIC15 MOD2, and the reason is this thing hits hard. It doesn't shoot as fast as the other rifles, but the handling of it is really good. And because the handling on it is really good, it's okay to not have any weapon handling on your loadout, and this thing is still going to shoot like a laser. And for the talent, I'm running Killer for the primary. And these are the weapon mods that I have on it: 3 critical hit damage and then the 20 round mag. For the secondary, it doesn't really matter. You can use whatever rifle you want. It's just going to come down to the talents, and I'm going to have a couple options for you guys. For the specific loadout, behind you works really well thanks to the way that the Bewildered talents of Turmoil works. So I would recommend you run behind you if you're playing in a group, and I wouldn't really run this solo because behind you only works if the enemies aren't targeting you. That's why I say only run this in a group. And I believe behind you is going to add the most amount of damage without having to do anything to proc it, except for not being targeted by the enemy. And you could run like a decoy if you want as well. And when I'm playing solo, I'll just run Strain just because I like to spray and pray with the UIC15. Don't let go of the trigger, just keep shooting when you go between targets, and this is going to keep Strain fully stacked up. This won't add as much damage as other talents, but it's really easy to keep procced when you're using the UIC15. But if you want to do more damage, you can run Rifleman. This is actually going to add a little bit more damage. It's not going to be by much, and it just has a little bit different mechanics. You got to land headshots, and it has a 5-second cooldown before all 5 stacks drop off. You can also run Boomerang, but Boomerang honestly doesn't really add too much damage, but it is something you can run if you want to run a different type of, primary rifle that has a smaller mag. Sidearm, you're going to want the TR card custom because you get that +1 skill tier, and the reason being is because I'm using the precision smart cover, and when the TR card custom is in your hand, you're going to get that +1 skill tier only when the TR card custom is in your hand, and this is going to allow your smart cover to go up to skill tier 1, which is going to add you free damage with 7% more damage target out of cover just by placing the precision smart cover with the additional skill tier. And the cool thing about the precision smart cover is actually going to stay at whatever skill tier it was when you placed it. So when you switch out from TCAR custom back to your primary, it's still going to stay at that higher skill level. Moving on to the gear loadout, I went with all reds. And for the mask, I'm running the Tinker. If you didn't get it yet, you can get it at the Climax Master difficulty. I put a whole guide out on that if you're interested. And its talent Abridged is what's allowing our primary to benefit from our secondary talent as well. And when it comes to the critical hit chance, critical hit damage, I have my loadout set up where I have 60% critical hit chance. And then for the rest of the attributes, I went straight critical hit damage. And it doesn't matter where you put them, just get to the 60% critical hit chance and dump the rest in critical hit damage. For the backpack, I have my first piece of the SP Zoo. It's going to give me that 15% magazine size and 20% rifle damage, double crit, and I have the talent Vigilance. Then for the second piece of SP Zoo, it's going to be the holster, and I have a double crit as well. And then for the gloves, I have the Contractor's Gloves. We're not going to benefit from the LMG damage, but we are going to get the 8% damage to armor, and I have it with critical hit damage. Moving on to the vest, I have Overlord. It comes double crit. We get the 10% rifle damage, and I'm utilizing the Talent Glass Cannon. Hands down, Glass Cannon is going to give you the most DPS on this loadout. And additionally to giving the most DPS, it works really well with the Turmoil kneepads. And the Turmoil kneepads come double crit, and it comes with the Talent Bewildered. And the way that Bewildered works is that it splits up your damage, but the secondary target is actually going to double dip into stuff like the damage target out of cover from the precision smart cover, We get the damage target out of cover on our weapons, and then amplified damage sources like the glass cannon and behind you actually double dip to the Bewildered talent. That's how I'm able to get those crazy DPS numbers. And good, if you don't got the Turmoil kneepads, don't worry, you're going to be able to get them soon out of those stretch goal catches. For the skills, you're going to want the precision and smart cover, and then for the secondary, you can run whatever you want. I have the Reviver Hive here. But another good thing that you can use is like the Booster Hive. It works really well. For the active modifiers, I'm not ever going to use them, so it doesn't matter what you have here, because I want to benefit from the passive modifiers of Loaded Up. We got the best kind of defense, and then Multitasker, which is going to give us that 7.5 weapon damage, and then a +1 skill tier. And that +1 skill tier is going to work really well with the precision smart cover by giving us more stats when we have it out. Stat wise, we're sitting at 70% critical hit chance, 193% critical hit damage, and 102 headshot damage. For the defense, we're sitting at 900k armor, and I'm getting 90k armor on kill to help us stay alive. And if you look at the bottom of the HUD, you can see the big 8 icon for the Abridged talent. And if it's the same color as the other ones, it means it's working. But if you swap to like your sidearm, you see it turns red, or if you go to your secondary, it turns red, or if you pull out your specialization weapon, it goes red, meaning you're not actually benefiting from the Tinkerer mask. And when it's orange, we're good to go. So, okay, so it's 2 million and 2.9, so about 5 million. That's what our precision smart cover, the spraying killer, gets up to. Okay, I hit 7 million there. Yeah, it's hitting for 7 million right now. Okay, so strained and killer for precision smart cover hits for 7 million a shot, maximum damage. Now here's behind you. So let's build up our future perfect stacks real quick. $8.3 million. What the fuck? Bruh, get out of here. Yeah, 8.3 million. What the fuck? 8.3 million one shot. Bruh, 8.3 million. What is this bullshit? That's what the behind you and killer. Jesus fucking almighty. Put on the, what was it? Rifleman is the next one. It's popular. Damn, it's the same thing, almost. 8 million. So it's Rifleman's doing the 8 million as well, over 8 million. Damn. So Rifleman and behind you over 8 million. Spring was like 7 million, so. Alright, I hope you guys liked my new and improved UIC15 rifle build with the new Tinkerer's mask. This thing is a beast and it even hits harder now, which is crazy. Let us know what your favorite rifle is and what talents you would actually run if you don't like the setup that I have. And if you made it this far, make sure to like the video, drop a comment below, and make sure you guys subscribe to help out the channel. That's all for now, so get out there and clap cheeks not one but two at a time.